guys, Clint Lund here, Lund MX. How y'all doing? Is he good? Right on. Turn that down before I get any copyright bullshit. Anyway, you guys clicked on it for a reason. You realized that I finally did something with that 2009 KX85 that was sitting in the back. And with all the mess going on with the 500 lately, I needed something to lift my spirits, make me happy about what I do, because it's been like one disappointment after another with that KX500. So, needless to say, I'm stoked to be doing something on the 85, and let me turn you around so you can take a look. Whoa, hey, hang on a second. I have to first tell you this. I have a 2009 KX85. I got it as a parts bike. I mean, it was missing half the motor, top end was gone, piston was gone, crank was seized, tranny was lunged, missing exhaust pipe, all the plastics except the front number plate, and missing all the cables. It was missing everything. It was given to me. It was like one of those things where it was like, hey, you know, can you do anything with this? I'm like, yeah, I could probably do something with that. And I did. So, just forewarning you, this thing's a little bit of a mix of some pretty funny parts, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a fun little bike to even just have around on the fleet and have the kids play. There she is. The KX85. As you can see, she's undergone a little bit of a transformation. I was able to order 2014. I don't know what brain fart was that, but 2014 plastics for it, used off of Easebay, and I'm starting to fit them up now. So I'm going to give you a little shakedown guide how to get these things mounted and how to make your bike look cool. And I'm obviously in no hurry to do this. This bike's been down for a long time, so there's going to be a part 2, because I'm going to order the gas tank and the seat. I'm still debating if I'm going to do a seat for this thing on my own, or like cut the old one to make it work, or buy one. So what I was going to do is pull off all the plastic and then show all my cuts. And I thought about that. That's a lot of work. I don't want to do that. First and foremost, front fender, same bolt pattern as far as I know, all KX85s. Same bolt pattern. Fits right. Number plate does not. Your number plate will have a bolt that goes to the front. What I did was I drilled and tapped. See if I can get in here. Yeah, can't really see it. Let me see if I can focus in on it. I drilled and tapped the mount through the existing mount that came out of there. So the mount for the bolt is the same, but just coming in through the top. So I just drilled a hole from the top and then tapped it for the 6mm by 1.0 thread pitch, which is like every 8mm you'll find on this bolt. They're everywhere. They're all over this bike. So, and that'll hold the front number plate on fine, and it wraps fine to the forks. It is taller than the original one, as you can tell, but that's kind of like the focus, you ding dong. There we go. Gotta watch the language of YouTube these days. As far as I can tell, so far you use on these mounts, you use the back bolt. And then I am ordering a gas tank. I'm not going to use, I've already fit up the 02 to 13 style gas tank. And the bolts, I've seen guys do it where they make a little bracket that goes from here up to the mounts. And it looks boogered. I don't like it. So I'm going to spend the extra money, just buy a used tank off of Cheesebay. The mounts on the lowers, I can't do yet. That's why there's going to be a part 2. Because here is where the shroud mount is on the normal ones, and the other one, as you can see, is down there. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably just making a flat plate mount that goes from the upper one to the lower one. Unfortunately, it's the same gig with this side. Get you in there so you can see. The mount is down here for the new 85s, and this bolt hole right here is for the older 85s. So moving on back, you do need to cut your subframe. Not much, but on these in the 02 to 13s, they come out about, I counted an inch. So you need to cut off about an inch of those back tabs. That being said, the two mounts that are right here that go into the air box, focus. Usually I could just yell at my tablet, focus, and it will. But it utilizes the same mounts up there. But I would try, if I were you, knock off 1 inch equal off the back side of the subframe, cut them off, then fit your fender, and then slowly take it from there. I think I took an inch exactly, and it was perfect. And I'll show you actually what I did. Let me find where I put it. I put it up here in my box of junk. Yes. Here's a tab. And as you can see, it's right where the subframe starts to make a bend on its own out towards they just kind of bend out on either side like that for the fenders. So right where that bend was, I just cut a straight line, and it ended up being exactly what I needed. So this piece right here obviously isn't an inch straight, so I cut mine at a little bit of an angle to give myself a little bit more purchase down in the fender. See how but the point goes like right down the corner. Come on, focus. The point goes right down the corner, and it doesn't hit the fender or keep it from coming in correctly or anything like that. Now, what's cool is you get to take these mounts right here, provided by the end of the subframe, and all I did was I made new fender hole mounts, went down here, and I just drilled through there. I haven't done that side yet, but to make it come through there. There you go. So I just need to drill new mounts through there. Oh my god, focus. So what I was saying is these mounts, guess what these can do? There is no lower mount for these right here, so I'm going to come in here with my little ticky-tack arc welder or MIG welder, and I'm going to put that sucker right behind there like that. And I'm going to do it for both sides. The other side actually would fit better because it how it cuts and it's already trimmed. Like you fit it up against the subframe and it's kind of a crack up, but it fits perfectly with the hole. So that's going to be where I go with those lower mounts. I'm going to do that today. And yeah, so that's where I'm at so far. I got the stock exhaust, or not stock exhaust, I had to eBay this exhaust. And if you guys haven't seen my pipe solution for rusted pipes, go and check it out. It's in my other videos. All it is vinegar with a little bit of muriatic acid. You don't have to have the muriatic acid. I put it in there to kind of kick it up a notch, but I let it sit in there's a 5-gallon bucket. I bought 2 gallons of the vinegar, and it's about 4 gallons total. So what I'm going to continue from here is I'm going to weld on those lower tab mounts, and I'm going to start to fit the seat. Even though I don't have the gas tank, I could still make sure that the bottom rails fit back there. And I'm going to finish scrubbing up the pipe in the muriatic acid vinegar mix, and I'm going to clean up the frame a little bit. And yeah, but this thing's a totally fun project, man. Totally fun. Got done welding. I'll show you the tab. That's a tab I cut off the back, and I put the plastic piece on, marked it, and then come and tacked it on, hit it with some black spray paint. Done. And I'll just put a nut on the back side of this with a bolt. That's the only thing that sucks. I'll smart it on the other side. Here's a shot of this, how this comes if you cut it right at that where the bracket kicks out. Oops. And then but anyways, it edges up perfect. You use the existing holes in the plastic. See it? You use the existing holes in the plastic as a reference point so you don't ever have to re-drill a new fender or something like that. And I was smarter on the other side, because what I did is I used the tab and I welded a nut to the backside first. If she'll focus for you, you can tell. See? Look, you can tell. It's not clean, but it's okay. It's functional. And now when I put on the side panel, I just have to put the bolt in it and put it right in. And then got the pipe on. Pipe's all clean. Look at how that came out, huh? Pretty. So anyways, I have to keep this one a short one today. I just got a lot to do, and this is only going to be part 1. So make sure and tune in if you really want to see what happens with this bike. Tune in, subscribe, like the video. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And I'll try to get this gas tank here soon. I'm going to have to eBay it, and it's going to take a while for it to get here, but, you know, like a week or something like that. So look for another video in like a week. I'll probably do another one anyway, but for this 85. Anyways, from the shop, garage, whatever, Clint Lund, Lund MX, I will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have yourself a good day.